This is GabNet, the Great American Broadcast Network, now in its 7th year. Talk like you've never heard it before.
It's the Ramble. I'm Bennett. We'll be here until midnight tonight. Oh, yeah, and let me turn on my lights here. I almost didn't turn the lights on in the last moment. I'm getting too old for this. I'm getting too old for it. It's just, one thing after another. Yeah, let's see. I got the air conditioning in here, and I got, let's see here. What? Oh, where's my, oh, here it is. This is this is for the fan up above. See? And I turn this down, and there we go. I guess it's that time of the week where we have our time to go over and see our old friend, and let me just bring him in here. Phil Meyer will be blasting himself all over these airwaves. Let me also put your name up here too. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Or do you mind if I don't put your name up there?
I don't.
What's your audio's terrible.
Oh, it is?
Oh, now it's okay.
Oh, okay. Maybe I had to get a little closer to the mic.
I don't know what it was. It sounded like you were off somewhere in space or something.
I am in space. Can't you tell?
So have you got the new board fixed up and everything working?
I called them to make an appointment. They didn't call me back. Maybe I had to do it some other way, sign up for their service. I don't know, but I'll get it done eventually.
Oh, because is that the mic you always use, or did you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
I just moved it to the other side of the desk.
I see. Okay. How you doing? That's Phil Meyer, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. You can see his name right down there.
Down.
Yeah.
All right. It's let's see. I decided that I was going to join the Taliban. They have all the good weapons and tanks and planes. I want to play with them too.
You said they have weapons and what?
Tanks and planes.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you very much.
My father used to do that to me all the time.
Yeah.
Tanks. What was that first word you said? Tanks. Well, you're welcome.
Yeah. Isn't it the nice things we remember about our parents?
Yes, it certainly is. Is it not?
Yeah.
Anyway, you know what I got tonight? I have my green.
Oh, really?
Hand stuff. The hand stuff, right? Still
in the container
for exercising your hands. Okay. Oh, that's kind of fun. And then I've got my soda, but I got the green one tonight, so it's my invisible soda.
That's a good idea. I only have water, and that's invisible.
Well,
except
it goes through, yeah. But anyway, let's see what's been going on lately.
I don't know. How's the weather been out your way?
It's been, it's been hot. Today it was a little better, but the humidity is it's getting unbearable.
Now, did you get hit by the hurricane?
Not yet.
Are you going to be?
Probably this evening or tomorrow. Yeah.
Now, wasn't there one that came through last week?
There was something last week. I can't remember what it was exactly.
Yeah, Gracie or something, and there's another one, Ida.
Mm-hmm.
That's going through.
I don't care.
I don't either.
You know what it is? I tune in these news networks.
Yeah.
And you don't get news anymore.
You get opinion.
Well, no, worse than that. You get non-news. Now, I'm gonna say this.
Mm-hmm.
Afghanistan is non-news.
How can that be non-news when they're leaving 100 or so Americans?
It's non-news. Okay, let me explain to you why it's non-news. How many guys did we lose in Afghanistan last week? How many people?
13.
13. How many people died that same day of COVID?
More than 13, but that has nothing
No,
to
it
do
has a lot to do with it. It has a lot to do with perspective. Okay, the fact is that number one, COVID's a much more important story than Afghanistan, because if COVID's going to kill you, Afghanistan isn't.
It's preventable. You can't prevent a suicide bomber. You know, I was going to get my third COVID shot today. I signed up.
You can get your third one already?
Well, you know, I had cancer, and that was one
I
of the.
had cancer too. Are you going to pull the cancer thing?
I got the cancer card.
Yeah, you're going to pull your cancer card? I was thinking of doing the same thing, to be honest.
I pulled the cancer card, and I signed up, and I was supposed to go at noon today to get the vaccination. And this morning, I decided to cancel it. You know, even though, yeah, I was borderline qualified to get the shot, and I was scheduled for it, I thought about it, and I said, you know, based on the studies that Alan is telling me about.
Don't believe anything Alan tells you.
I rarely, but you know, he does stay up on this stuff, and he does read a lot when it comes to these.
You know what pisses me off? I listened to Jack Bishop, and he's given him the nickname Doc, like he's some kind of doctor, and he's not. And that's why I don't like him giving out medical advice on our show, because he's not a doctor.
He's the doctor of soul. He's got so much soul he can't control.
Right. But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But anyway, getting back to where we were. Okay.
Well, the third COVID shot. So I thought about it, and I said, you know, you don't get as much immunity if you take it early, according to the studies. And the other issue is that after September 16th, they're talking that the third booster shot is going to have some additional stuff against the variants.
Yeah.
So I said, well, you know, why not wait a month?
You can wait a month. It's not like it's gonna run out on you.
Yeah, I got it February 11th was my last shot. So what's that? October? February, March, April, May, June, July, October is 6 months. So November, December, you know, if I go to 8 months.
Yeah.
You know.
So, I mean, I got mine the end of my second one, the end of February. So that takes me to the end of October, I believe, if you want to say 7 months.
Yeah. All right. So, if I went the end of October, I think I'd be getting the best that I could get, as well as if they do jazz up the third shot to address the variants, then, you know, maybe it's a smart move.
Yeah, that sounds good, you know. But anyway, getting back to what I'm saying about perspective.
Yeah.
I also think that, you see, I mean, yes, Afghanistan is an important story for people to know what's going on. It doesn't deserve to be the only story 24/7.
Depends on which network you.
Well, no, don't say that. I'm saying it doesn't. No matter what network you are, it doesn't. It shouldn't be on. They shouldn't be doing 24/7 on it. And then we get the hurricane. Okay, terrible. We hate when hurricanes hit. We feel sorry for the people who get their homes flooded out, right?
Right.
But the fact of the matter is, it doesn't affect me. It doesn't affect you. It doesn't affect 99.9% of the country.
Yeah, it does, because you don't drive. But you know what's going to happen to the price of fuel because of the hurricane? 95% of the oil that comes out of the Gulf is unavailable and will be unavailable. So the price of fuel, I paid $4.70 for regular yesterday. $4.70 a gallon.
I don't give a shit. I don't have a car.
I understand.
Let me be selfish. Let me be very selfish and say I don't own a car, therefore I don't care.
Yes, but but the price of electricity is going to go up. Is Con Ed still
My
got any-
electricity is expensive enough as it is. You know what my bill last month was? Almost $600.
You know, the bill in my store only runs $600 to $800, and I've got
Yeah.
6,000 square feet
Yeah.
plus monster air conditioners.
Well, I
on-
have what 2,500 square feet here.
Yeah, but you don't even you only have a portable air conditioner. I've got a 10,000 thing on the roof, and
Yeah, but
got
I think if we actually had one of those, we'd be
Yeah.
better off.
yeah.
You know,
Well-
we would be better off.
Then the window.
Yeah, because they're more efficient. Okay, than these window things we've got. And plus, I've got some people staying with us. They're in the other room.
Yeah.
They can't turn on the air conditioner. You know why? Because I've got the air conditioner on in here because I need it while the show's
Blow the
on.
fuse.
I'll blow the fuse, which is down in the basement,
Yeah.
and my super would have to get out of bed and go down and I mean, if it happens in the middle of the night, I don't know how I'm going to get anybody to fix that thing. You know, because the electricity is all cattywampus in this place.
Yeah.
You know, and then the water. Well, I won't even talk about the water pressure. You know, it's disgusting. And they keep going, well, there's nothing we can do about it. What?
I wonder if there was some sort of a electric generator that you could have as an emergency backup.
Oh, and I was thinking of this. They have them at Costco for about $150. It's a backup generator.
Yeah.
And it's just, it plugs into the wall and it stays there and it's charging all the time. It's got a battery in it. And if the electricity goes out, I don't have much time. Okay, I don't think I could do my whole show on that battery. But
You'd say goodbye.
it gives me enough time to turn everything off appropriately.
Yes.
And wait for the electricity to come
That's,
back on.
that's not a UPS unit. I'm talking about these Yeti.
Oh,
and
I know you're talking about it's gas driven and you.
Oh, it's electric, and they have solar panels as well that you can put in.
That's more than I need. I just need something to give me enough time to turn everything off decently.
That's a UPS.
Yeah.
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 USB UPS.
Do you have
yeah,
you have one there?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah.
APC.
Have you ever had? Yeah, APC. That's what it is. But have you ever had the electricity go out on you?
Yes.
And what happened?
It gives me 10 or 15 minutes to shut everything down.
Yeah.
The thing makes noise, and about every 2 years, it costs me $120 for another battery. Batteries don't last forever.
Yeah.
But unit is like $400. So, because this is 750 watts, let me take a look.
Doesn't matter. You don't have to go.
I don't see the.
He's getting down on his hands and knees to.
Yeah, no, it's on the desk. But
Okay. But
it's
my point is that every time the electricity goes out, it takes me forever to turn everything back on. I mean, I've got a RAID that actually has to refix itself and then turn itself off and turn it back on again, and maybe turn it off and turn it back on again before everything in it is working.
Well, that's another reason to have the UPS. APC, I think, is the brand.
Yeah.
I think mine is the APC 750, and it works fine. And I buy the battery when I need to replace it because I've had it maybe 7 or 8 years. I buy the battery on Amazon. They deliver it to my door. It's easy to replace.
Yeah.
And it's handled.
And how much is the battery?
$120.
Oh, boy.
Well, so it's $60 a year, and
Yeah.
times it lasts a little longer than 2 years, but not.
Anyway,
much.
getting back to what I was saying, it's all, news. I was always taught that the problem is news is proximity.
Yes, that's true.
The relevancy of any news is the proximity, and that means like where you live is more important to you than anything else. I mean, the average person in America really doesn't give a shit about Afghanistan because it doesn't affect them personally. Maybe they have someone in the military who's over there, and then it has proximity for them.
I know I had a guy working for me years ago that was Afghani, and he got a very high security clearance and went over to Afghanistan for 2 years as a translator. And so, they offered him, it was a company, not the military, but a company that contracted to the military.
Yeah.
And he was getting, I don't know, $200,000 a year to go over there because he spoke and read Pashto. And so he was over there, but he's got family over there, and I'm concerned. I gave him a call the other day when all this was going down.
No, that's fine that you're concerned, but that gives you proximity. That gives you a little.
But there's a lot of people like me.
Yeah, but all I'm saying is, I'm not saying don't report it. I'm just saying they over-report it. They take it out. It's like they go on this binge as soon as they see something like the hurricane coming. Oh man, now that's all they're going to talk about. Hey, there's other news going on in the world.
What did you tell me about radio? That you get a different audience every 15 minutes, right?
Yeah.
Now, this morning, Faye said to me, because of the Afghan stuff, and we're watching Fox, and she says, I saw that. They're repeating it.
Oh, no,
I said, that's because people go to work, and new people wake up in the morning, and they watch.
Do you want to know something? I'll tell you. When I started out in radio, we used to do news every hour on the hour.
Right.
And I said, why do we do news every hour on the hour? Although as years went on, that disappeared on a lot of music stations.
Yeah.
But I said, why do we do it every hour on the hour? And the answer I got back was, people want to know nothing has changed.
Really?
Yeah. That when you did the news on the hour, and it was the same as you did last hour, that makes people happy.
Well, you're at home and you're watching and listening all day. But most people, they go to work. Today,
I don't sit home watching all day. I don't watch these news outfits anymore. I can't stand it. I mean, every time I tuned it in this week, it was either hurricane or Afghanistan. Hurricane or Afghanistan. Hey, isn't there an election going on out in California? Aren't there? How about COVID? How about COVID? That killed like 1,000 people in the day that we only lost 15 in Afghanistan.
It's not a matter of the numbers. It's a matter of how things are going down in Afghanistan. But let me tell you,
I feel, okay, say I'm cruel, but I feel less sorry for a military guy who signs up for the military and then wants to go to Afghanistan than I do for the person who gets COVID because some other asshole didn't watch out for himself, didn't wear a mask, didn't get a vaccination or whatever. I feel sorry for that guy. I don't feel sorry for the guys who, by the way, get COVID and then die from COVID because they didn't get the vaccination, right?
Yeah.
I don't feel sorry for them at all. They can go to hell.
COVID.
Huh?
There's two classes of COVID people, those that got and those that didn't. I got a guy that works for me, and his kids got COVID, and he got COVID prior to the vaccine. And his mother died from COVID. And that's how they caught it from her, I guess. So what ended up happening was the school wants his kids to get the vaccine. And his kids, they're very mature. They don't want to do it. They said, look, I had COVID. We have the antibodies, and some studies have shown that the antibodies are even more powerful than the vaccine. So there's a whole bunch of people that have the antibodies. There's a whole bunch of people that got the shot. When are we going to reach this herd immunity that they promised us?
Well, we're not going to reach it till we hit at least 80%, and for the most part in this country, we have not hit 80%. We're only here in New York City. I think first shot, the first shot, 78%.
Yeah.
Okay. And we're exceptional here. All right.
There were countries that had pretty much eradicated COVID, which was like South Korea, and now
And then it's
they're
back
having
again. Yeah.
Hmm?
Now it's
Yeah.
back again.
Yeah, but let me ask you: is it Trump's fault that South Korea, Japan, Malaysia, and all these other countries are having all of these problems with COVID? Can we blame Trump for that?
No. Who's blaming Trump for that?
Well, Trump is blamed for everything.
No, how is Trump blamed for that? Come on,
He's
Phil.
blamed for COVID in this country.
He's blamed for COVID in this country because he didn't get on the job and do everything he could to kind of prevent it by saying, "Hey, everybody, look at me. I'm wearing a mask. You wear a mask too." That's one of the ways we're going to take care of this until we have a vaccination. But
Well,
he didn't do anything like that. He didn't set an example.
there's two things. I heard a guy talking today saying that the reason that influenza and COVID and all these things started to go down is because of masks. But then I see these other reports that say masks don't do a damn thing.
Oh, I haven't seen any reports that say they don't do a damn thing. I don't know what reports you're reading or where you're seeing them. You're probably watching OAN or Newsmax.
Wish I was watching OAN, but it's not on. It's not on my.
Well, unfortunately,
YouTube.
it's on here.
Yeah.
And the only thing that's nice about it is there's some nice reporters there with big tits. Oh,
Yeah.
by the way, be sure to, me too me.
Oh, hey, if that's the case, if that's what you're after, why don't you watch that Telenova or whatever that Spanish thing is? Because they have the best looking,
Well,
biggest
the telenovelas.
Telenova. Is that what it is?
Yeah, well, here's the thing I never got. Do you ever remember a woman
Spanish station.
Do you ever remember a woman who used to be on those Spanish stations named Iris Chacon?
No, well, I watched.
She was what they called a vedette. A vedette is a rather overabundant woman who wears absolutely almost nothing.
Yeah.
Okay? And she would go on the air every week and do a coochie coochie, constantly dancing with her ass going, this big, huge ass bouncing everywhere. Okay? Huge, enormous breasts. Okay? And then you say to yourself, now wait a minute, isn't Mexico a Catholic country?
Yeah.
And yet this is the biggest show on Mexican television.
That's because the Catholics usually suppress these desires.
But somehow, and then at the end of every show, after doing all her hoochie coochie, her last number was her in a choir outfit singing a religious song. I'm not kidding you. Like, I'm going to make up for it now. I'm going to take care of all my sins from the past hour.
Repent, sinner.
Yeah, it was my favorite show. It's my favorite show. I don't know if she's still alive or not, but man, she was the best.
Yeah.
And then she used to have these chorus boys who would all lift her up and hold them over their head. And as years went on, she got a little bigger and a little bigger and a little bigger, and they were now struggling. It was like,
did she have Kardashian ass?
oh, she had Kardashian ass. 2 Kardashians. One on each cheek. Okay.
Hey, this background, this is a photo I did of fireworks, and it's a special technique I learned where you hold the shutter down on bulb and you keep it open, and then you start from near to close. You open manually the focus, and you let up the bulb or you let up the shutter when the fireworks have stopped. And I get these kinds of.
We don't want to know how the cow is slaughtered. We just want the steak. Okay.
Well, this is a very unique way of shooting fireworks.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. So anyway, what else? Is there anything else in the news that we need to talk about?
Yeah, let's see. I'm not happy with Biden. And I think that his ratings are going to be lower than Pelosi's.
Actually, they've gone up again.
What, from 0?
No, they aren't at 0. Look, your guy Trump he never got above 38. Okay, at least Biden is over.
38.
At least Biden is over 50.
Yeah. Yeah, he's plenty over 50. I think he's over 80.
Oh, now we're making ageist jokes about Joe Biden.
Yeah.
Look, I
Well-
know you don't like Joe Biden, and I would love to defend him to you.
Yeah.
But I think he's made some mistakes where this whole thing is concerned. You know.
I think that they knew, according to the news.
But by the way, speaking of Trump,
Yeah.
he created this whole deal that was made with the Taliban. Yes, absolutely.
He made a deal with them to put a hotel.
No,
in Kabul.
that was no. He made the deal with the Taliban that we were going to get on May 2nd.
Yeah.
And there were some conditions there, but the but the conditions have been met.
No, they had not been met. The conditions were that there was supposed to be Taliban and Afghani rule. They were going to rule in concert, and according to the conditions on the ground, Trump said that the Taliban did not meet the standard that they had agreed on, and would not have.
So, what do you suggest? We stay there for another 20 years?
No, but we keeping.
Well, what should we have done?
Well, if we were going to get out, what we should have done is
everybody pay attention, by the way, because this man will be the next president of the United States.
July 8th, there was a phone call between Biden and the president of Afghanistan, and they kind of agreed that things weren't going the way they thought they were going to go, and but they didn't want the optics of this to overshadow Biden's desire to pull the troops out prior to 9/11. So what happened was they ignored the fact that the Taliban was moving closer and closer and taking more territory and not abiding by the agreement. Now, if he just wanted to get out, he could have done this. He could have started in mid-July. He could have started removing the American citizens and the Afghan allies that they try to get out. So he had months to start the drawdown, and then he could have also removed our equipment and not left it there to be plundered. Now, he knew that this was going on. July 8th, he knew this, and it's public knowledge. That phone call is public knowledge. So therefore, knowing that this was going on, he could have drawn those people out and still met his deadline and not left anyone behind. And not closed down Bagram until he had an exit. He didn't have a plan, and his plan was flawed. You know, he thought the Taliban.
But neither did Trump. And Trump made the deal, but he had no plan. Do you think if Trump had won the election, he'd be doing a better job over there?
Yes.
I don't think so.
Absolutely.
Absolutely not. Can you look at how that asshole operated? That he would even be capable of taking care of it?
Biden was told that this was this could take place, and he was stubborn and said, no, this is the way he's going to do it. I don't think Biden's a very good leader, and I think that he made some strategic mistakes.
And Trump was a good leader?
Much better than Biden.
Oh, Jesus.
You know, for the last
Phil, you really, one of these days, I would love you to just say, look, I was a little mistaken about Trump. He really was a douchebag.
I wasn't.
And we really deserve better than that.
Right.
And we deserve better. And if you want to say we deserve better than Biden, fine. But, I mean, why are you still defending Donald Trump? Are you out of your fucking mind?
No, you don't like the way Trump tweeted. It hurts your feelings.
No, that wasn't. You know what bothered me, Phil?
Yeah.
People who are stupid bother me, and he was stupid.
Well, he was so stupid. He had the best economy ever.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't. There were in my lifetime, there have been much better periods of economy than now.
Well, let me tell you, after coming out of Obama's 8 years and that malaise that he had,
wait a minute. Obama got what do you call them? The car companies out of a real jam, and he ended the whole thing with all the homes being repossessed and things like that. Don't you remember that?
Of course I remember. Of course I remember. I was having trouble. If it wasn't for the equity I had in my house, my business would have gone under.
Mm-hmm.
I used $500,000 in equity to keep my business running during that '08 recession, and then I sold the house to pay it off.
Hey, listen, we got all we have here waiting is Alan. Should I just admit him and we can keep going?
Why don't you let him defend himself?
No, but I don't want to just only have Alan here.
Well, then you call somebody.
No, I'm not going to call anybody.
Yeah, well, Tony will call. All right, I'll stick around for a few minutes, but I've been going since 4:30 this morning.
Yeah,
and,
so have I don't know. Wait a minute.
There he is.
Jesus, is this loud?
What's loud? You turn the volume down.
No shit. It's up to 67 now. Much better. So
what kind of thing?
Okay, now I got it was my computer. I rebooted it, did a software update.
Oh.
Had the volume up.
Well, Alan
I like your background.
Thank you. Alan was the one that convinced me not to get the COVID booster at this time.
Right.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
You're taking medical advice from Alan. Okay.
Some things he knows, and some things he doesn't.
Some things he makes you feel he knows. He's very good at convincing you that.
I mean, where are you going to get this information? You got to read it. He reads it.
I go to OAN and Newsmax. Yeah.
Well, I would go there too. But right now, I got to settle for Fox and Friends. Alan was the one that convinced me. Oh, somebody's got their.
Jeff, you've got your audio on.
Check your browser.
Get rid of your browser.
Yeah. If you turn the browser off, because you don't need the browser.
Your browser is the thing that's causing the problem there.
I mean, where are you going to get this? Once you're on
Zoom. There you go.
Once you're on Zoom, you do not need the browser.
Yeah.
Right.
You only
you
need
can
the
actually
browser.
turn the computer off.
No, you don't turn the computer off. What are you going to do Zoom on?
Oh shit.
I think he just did.
Wait a minute.
I'm still there. Jeff's there.
Oh, and we've still got that audio coming back.
Oh.
Wait a minute. Let me tell. I don't know. Jeff is the most computer impaired person I know outside of Jack Bishop.
That was Irv Jackson.
No, I said outside of Jack Bishop. Let me see here. I should ask him to turn on his
camera.
No.
See, Alex, I think the thing is what you were talking about with Phil, and he said that Trump had the best economy ever.
Mm-hmm.
I think the Republicans have a short memory.
Yeah.
And I also agree with you, Alex, that I think Trump would have made a real mess of pulling our troops out of there.
Alan, can you spell kiss ass?
Yeah, but I'm not kissing your ass this time.
No, not me. Big Al Kitty's pal.
Well, being joined by Kevin. Hello, Kevin.
Hey, Kevin.
Hi, Alex. Hi, Phil.
Hey.
Hi, Alan.
How are you doing? Been hearing any?
All right.
Been hearing any of this?
I just caught the tail end of it.
Yeah.
The last 5 minutes or so.
Idiocy, right?
Absolutely. Phil, I don't know how you can't at least give Joe some credit for at least having balls and getting 120,000 people out of that country. I don't understand how you can, he did at least suck it up and go through with Trump's his commitment. Trump did start the whole thing.
Looking for optics. He wanted everybody
Optics
out.
bullshit. He stood up and did it.
He did it, but he didn't do it the right way.
No, you know what? Nobody would have done it the right way.
You know that.
Well, I mean, it
How
was.
do I know that? All right, what's the right way?
As I explained to Alex in the last half hour.
I didn't see that, so explain to me.
Okay. What the situation was, July 8th, there was a phone call between who's the president of Afghanistan? Ghani?
Yeah, whatever his name is, yeah.
Bozo,
the guy who ran off with $147 million
Yes.
falling out of garbage bags. Yeah, go ahead.
Yes.
Well, you know, he may have run off with the 147 million, but he dropped some, and I got it.
You got it? Oh, good for you. Save some down to me.
So anyway, what happened was there was a phone call July 8th between the president of Afghanistan and Biden, where they both agreed that things weren't going so well, and the Taliban was moving on most of the country, and it
Sure.
looked like things were going to fall. At that point, Biden should have started removing the American citizens and the Afghani, not sympathizers, but the Afghani workers that aided the troops. Now, at that point, he could have removed them. He could have taken a lot of that equipment that was left. Now, they knew that Afghanistan was going to fall. They knew it was going to fall. So they knew it July 8th. So therefore, he could have removed a significant amount of that ordnance, as well as the Black Hawk helicopters, the drones, and
Just leave them all standing there naked then. That's a good idea.
he could have.
That's a good idea. Stand there and leave them all standing there naked.
They already knew that they were going to lose the country to the Taliban. I mean,
So leave our troops standing there naked and trying to get those people out of there with no equipment there? That makes no sense.
because you're not listening.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, the equipment should not have been removed until the end. But
Well, that's what they did.
no, they didn't, because there's $81 billion worth of equipment. Our most high-tech equipment is in the hands of the Taliban.
No, it's not, Phil.
It's not.
Whatever
No,
is
it's
left,
not. No, it's
whatever is left, they put lead through the screens of everything.
Exactly. They
They burned up everything that's there.
they demilitarized-
Anything that's there is just dead metal.
No, they flew.
not stupid.
Phil, listen to Kevin. He's telling you the truth.
They're not stupid. You guys sit there and think that they gave him the software. Sure, they gave him the manual too. Here's the manual. Here's how it works. They're not stupid.
Think that there was Afghanis that left the Afghan army, and those are the ones that are flying the Black Hawk helicopters through the streets of the streets of Kabul.
No, they're
That's
not.
what's happening.
No, they're not. No, they're not, Phil.
Yes.
No, they're
They-
not. No, they're
Yeah.
not.
They have a C-17. They got air.
None of that works, Phil. They did what they call demilitarized it.
I believe that when I see it. Why don't they just bring it back?
I saw an interview with a military man who was in charge of the stuff over there, and he said, we demilitarized all this stuff. The stuff that was left back at the air bases and so on, we made sure didn't work anymore and never would work.
Yeah. Okay. I have never.
I know where you get your information, and you get it from unreliable sources, Phil.
But I can tell you this: there hasn't been one report, and I watch the news for a couple of hours in the morning and an hour or so when I get home at night. And I'm telling you that this story has not existed anywhere but in your mind.
Oh, really?
Okay.
Okay.
Or after you get off work.
How
and
many
before
here
you
have
go to
heard
work.
what I said about this?
No, that's not true.
About the equipment being
Demilitarized?
demilitarized.
Neither side of our government is that stupid, Phil. I'm sorry, but that's not true. Whether it's Republican, whether it's Democrat, whoever, our military is not that stupid to leave that shit laying around for other people to operate.
Okay. Hey,
Come on.
United States government demilitarized.
Oh yeah, go to the internet. Go to the internet. There you go again.
You'll find out anything you want to substantiate your.
Siri will tell us.
Yeah.
You know, you gotta.
Here's a report from 2006, Kevin.
Wait a minute. 2006, everybody. Go ahead.
Current.
So if they demilitarized that, okay, gear left behind in Afghanistan was demilitarized to unfit to withdraw from here. What we're covering. This is CNN. Okay.
When was this? 2006?
Oh, this is another report. This one's.
What he does is he puts in
Grabbing at
demilitarized
straws.
equipment, Afghanistan, and then he
I
puts
love
out the
you,
first
Phil.
article. That
This
comes on.
this is supporting what you said, which I had not seen. It's gear left behind in Afghanistan was demilitarized and made unfit to use.
Mhm.
I didn't know that.
Apparently, you didn't know that.
Well, that's I'm not trying to drive you into the ground, but that's just crazy thinking that that's not happening. I mean,
That was on CNN.
okay, then they're liars. Yeah, I know.
On network news.
Find
But-
a Fox thing that'll tell you what you want to hear.
Yeah, well, it'd be nice, but I had to.
This is like the good old days, Alex. I love it.
Yeah.
But this report.
This is classic Phil.
This report is August 31st, so it's today.
Yeah. Okay. So it said exactly what we were saying.
Yeah. Oh, wait a minute.
So let's get back to the other subject. Why can't you give our president a little bit of credit for standing up there and taking all the bullshit that he's taking?
I just read something.
Oh, sorry. Okay, I stepped on you. Go ahead.
Excuse me.
No,
wait a minute.
militarized?
News break. Phil read something.
Okay, go ahead.
What was demilitarized was what they left at the Kabul airport, not what was in Bagram and on the streets. So let me
So
tell
you lied.
Huh?
You don't have to demilitarize a machine gun. They always work.
Yeah, but what we're talking about, if you read the full story, it was the stuff that was at the airport and Kabul, not the stuff that was left for anybody to pick up.
You don't think they did the same thing everywhere else we went left?
Not necessarily.
Not necessarily. That's not your argument, Phil. Your argument is they didn't, and not necessarily doesn't count in the discussion.
My argument is that they did, and this is not 1975. This is 2021, and we have a little bit different with the night vision and these other things that the Chinese and the Russians are going
Night vision is nothing exciting. You don't have to demilitarize night vision. You can buy that on the internet. It's
And
no
they
big
have
deal.
tons of money.
to have to leave it there.
They had,
So
yeah,
leave
so
it
they,
there.
yes.
Who cares?
You know why they left it there? Phil?
I can get night vision. I'll call Amazon. I can get night vision.
Yeah, but now they have it.
So
So
they can call Amazon and get night vision.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't call Amazon.
Two-day delivery.
And by the way, it'll come overnight, and you'll be able to see it coming.
Yeah, at night.
So if you get it at Costco, you get two of them. But it's time. I'm dominating the thing. Maybe it's time for me to.
No. That's all right, Phil.
No, you're not done.
But I don't know your reasoning for saying that Trump would have made it better. I don't believe any president would have made it better. Whether it was Trump, whether it was Bush, whether it was Obama, whether it was Biden, nobody would have made it any better. It was anybody that did it, and Biden had the balls to stand up there and just do it
Can I say something important here, by the way?
and ride it out.
Even classic Phil is better than no Phil at all. Would you all
Right.
agree, everybody?
I agree.
Coke Zero.
Let me.
Yeah, it's like Coke Zero.
No sugar.
Remember what I was going to say, but
You so
Thank you,
entertaining
Tony.
doing him, Alex.
Yeah.
I laugh when I listen to him when you're talking to him. I'm in bed like here making fun of him. I'm like,
I know what I was going to say. Maybe Trump wouldn't have done any better. We can't hypothesize or decide what it would have been, could have been, should have been. But the bottom line is Biden didn't do it right. He screwed up. And whether Trump would have, wouldn't have, it doesn't matter. Trump's not the president. the president is the guy that they put all those extra ballots in and elected. The president is the guy that sat in his basement for 6 months. That's the president. That's the guy you elected. So therefore, that guy screwed up.
Number one, he wasn't in his basement all the time, but he was down there because that's where he had his studio.
Yeah.
And that's where COVID wasn't.
And that's where
But
COVID
that's okay.
wasn't. Yeah, exactly. Thank you very much, Kevin.
He had 3 masks on, but
That's right. You didn't get sick. Your president got sick.
Your president didn't wear a mask, and look how ill he got. And if they hadn't pumped him so much full of so much remdesivir,
Remdesivir.
he used up the whole Western civilization's supply of it. That he got a medical treatment that no other human being in America got at that time.
I think he actually tried the Lysol.
Yeah, the Clorox.
check your mic. Too far away, or you're on a different.
Who's too far away?
You.
Me?
No, you're fine, Alex.
I think I'm.
Bill's
I'm
equipment is messed up.
Oh, I see. Okay, I thought I was okay.
I love when he's talking and nobody can hear him. It's great.
Yeah. You wait. When I get 5 minutes to have my new board hooked up, and I start putting on the reverb.
Yeah.
You sound like God.
Yeah, really.
Mom's talking to me. Phil.
Why don't you go to Afghanistan? You can get some extra free gear while you're there.
Yeah.
Look what I got in Afghanistan.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a ghost. It's a ghost.
Yeah.
I got you one too, Phil. Here you go. Here's your new pistol.
They handed out guns and data for it. Oh my God.
This one comes with bullets too.
What's this killer
Bill, I
ammunition
hear you can
by?
save money on a stopover in Kabul. Alex, imagine you have a stopover in Kabul. What am I doing here? I'm saving $100.
I'm right in between you two.
The Taliban are selling these at a discount.
They probably are. They're getting. Oh
But-
my, I can't believe it.
$7 on Amazon. You paid $80 for that, huh?
Mine has weight.
Yours has weight. No.
So does this.
Yeah, and I
Got a magazine that drops out.
Yeah. I got a magazine with pages.
Phil, you
Okay.
go up to the guy, the Taliban, on the plane. Before I board, is there a meal in first class? No, and I got an AK-47 with your name on it.
Does your gun load like a regular 1911? No. Does the magazine come out? No.
That's nice.
These two guys are fighting over toy guns, for crying out loud.
I saw this recently, and I was going to give it to Phil because he's always looking for something new.
Oh, I got a.
Something to protect them.
What do you got to do?
That's right. Something to protect them.
Wait, what are you saying, Phil?
Fixing my background because Tony's here. And
Oh yeah, put my mom's paper up.
Yeah, really.
I'm gonna rip this paper down and probably find money. She stashed money in here.
He doesn't have as much light on his now. Notice it's the same.
Yeah, actually, Phil's is nicer than you. Got to get more light on that, Tony.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what it is? I gotta maybe change the light bulb in here. You always had bad lighting up here. It gets hot and bad lighting.
Well, no, it used to be better lighting because that background was shot when you were,
All right.
But it's fine. It's good. It's good. So what?
Oh, there it is.
Just my
electric bill over at Tony's.
Yeah.
My bill wasn't bad this month.
Wait,
It was
what
like
what is that, Jeff?
I heard yours was
Phil.
600. Almost fell out of the bed.
That's Phil?
You forgot the little Hitler mustache.
You just drew that just now, Jeff?
yeah.
You're good at drawing.
I didn't-
Horrible at working your computer, but good at drawing.
Yeah.
That's right.
yeah,
That's true.
yeah.
My pencil still works.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, just say thank God there's a Jack Bishop, and I'm still not the worst guy at a computer.
You're fine,
That's
Jeff.
right.
What'd you
You're
do?
fine. Nobody's gonna attack Jeff without me kicking their ass.
God, all of a sudden, I got lightheaded. I don't know why. I give up on this.
Pergabalin, probably.
No, I think it has something to do with my eyesight. I think. I'm beginning to think.
Well, maybe this stuff that we've been putting on our in our hands to get rid of the or the help with the arthritis.
Well, this is we do these things that you did. You send me these? Who sent me these? Did you send them out?
Phil sent it to you.
This is like, well, you can't see it because the green screen, it disappears.
Oh, you did.
But it's we use it because I've got arthritis here and it hurts a lot. I got to go see the doctor this week and get some.
Is it working?
Here, it looks like this. It's putty. I don't have a green screen.
Right.
It's a putty, and they're different strength
If
putty.
I stick it here.
And the next one up that I have is blue, and if you get past blue, you can go to black. That's cute, Alex. I like the way you did that.
Really?
If
Here you
have-
go. Here you go, Alex. Doesn't this look more like what you want to put your mouth on?
Oh, shut up!
Use it.
Shut up!
It's not green enough.
Like Play-Doh. It's like Play-Doh.
Oh,
It sort of is. It's a therapy putty,
yeah.
and if you want some, I'll send it to you, Tony. And you just squeeze it in your hand, and it strengthens
And
your
they
hand.
send you 4 different strengths of it. This is number 3. The 4th one is pretty hard. It's
Here's the 4: pink, easy, yellow, easiest, something like that. And I haven't opened the blue yet. It's probably too tough for me.
blue. I opened
I like
it up.
the
It is pretty
green.
tough.
I bought the black. After if the 4 come with the deal, then I got the black, which is really hard.
Really.
Get that on Amazon too.
Yeah. It's called.
It's like the night vision goggles.
Yeah. You buy night vision goggles and this stuff, and
There
The
you
trouble
go.
is that
You can do it at night.
all the glass is broken on the night vision goggles that he got. It came from Afghanistan.
yeah,
You know, all a man needs is a good running car, and he doesn't have to answer to no one. Right?
really. I don't own a car. I haven't owned a car in, geez, 15 years. 15 years I haven't owned a car. 16 years. Now I don't even know if I know how to drive anymore.
Well, you drive everybody crazy.
Drive everybody crazy. That I can do without any problem.
Yeah.
You know. But anyway, so all I'm saying is that I'm tired of non-news. I think that yes, Afghanistan's an important story. So is the hurricane, but it's not they're not the only stories. That's what I'm saying.
It's non-news for you because it's not in your proximity.
Well, I'm saying that proximity is very important to people.
You have a listener.
Like I have my friend Buddy Love is here in the studio watching this nonsense go on, and he lives out in San Francisco. And you're there, by the way, Phil, and you're there, Alan. So you all care about the Gavin Newsom election or recall, right?
I
Absolutely.
just
He's
got,
gonna
I
win
just got
again.
trained the other day for it.
Yeah. Oh, and you're, of course, Kevin, you're in Northern California too.
I'm working the election.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Now, do you think that anybody in New York really gives a shit about that election?
Nope.
They should.
They should.
They should, but they don't because it doesn't affect them personally. It doesn't.
Well-
it doesn't have proximity.
What happens in California eventually affects the rest of the nation. The kinds of things that they do, on taxes and restrictive laws, and they usually trickle down to other parts of the country. That's why with the Second Amendment deal, they know that they're going to adapt the magazine restrictions. We're not allowed to have magazines with more than 10 rounds, and so
I'm
other
not.
states.
I won't allow magazines in my house that have any less than 10 naked women.
There you go. I like that
Yeah.
type of magazine.
Oh, you read Boys World or something. What's
Boys
the
Life.
one?
Boys Life.
Boys Life.
Yeah.
Boy's life. He got it off your coffee table, Phil.
Stole it from his dentist. you know. What's
Publishers Clearinghouse.
what's the one that the dentist always
It was
has?
Boys Life. Yeah.
Boy's life.
Yeah.
Are they girls that have to go to the dentist? What is this? The Taliban? You're a girl. You can't get your teeth fixed. You can't go to school.
Well, they don't have to get their teeth fixed because you can't see them.
Proximity.
Proximity, it's important, yeah. But all I'm saying is that that I just think that these networks, they go on and do the same stories. I mean, the whole cycle for the last week has been Hurricane Afghanistan, Hurricane Afghanistan. And,
Yeah, but next week they'll all be gone.
Yeah, but all I'm saying is that in that period of time, there's stuff happening everywhere else too, you know. And
Yeah.
we don't have to begin with. We don't have a world vision here in America.
Except next Tuesday, Phil will be still talking about Larry Elder.
And I'm happy with it.
You're happy with Larry Elder? Oh God, you
Oh
are.
God!
You know,
please.
it's
No
one.
kidding.
It's one thing to be a Republican. It's one thing to be a conservative. It's quite another thing to be a fucking moron when it comes to the people you elect.
You Democrats have the same playbook that you had with Bruce Hershenson versus Barbara Boxer. What Boxer said, Bruce Hershenson went to a strip club, and
I'll tell you something. Barbara Boxer was certainly hotter than Bruce Hershenson.
Absolutely.
God, you know.
What do you mean, guys? Barbara Boxer was hot.
They were even Pelosi was hot at one time. But next you'll tell me Mom's Mabley.
There you're dreaming.
Yeah, hey, Mom's Mabley was hot, right?
What was she?
I've seen photos.
Have you seen photos?
Yeah.
Naked ones?
No.
Okay.
I've never seen Barbara Boxer either, but
Oh, okay.
Nancy Pelosi was a
Maybe
boss.
Barbara Boxer was at the strip club, and that's how she knew.
Here, move
that-
in here, and let's see if I can fit you in
Here's
here.
here's something for
Wait,
you.
wait, come in. You gotta get the chair over there.
Am I
Yeah,
in?
see, and
There we
make
go.
sure your face is in there. See,
Buddy Love. You gonna
this
put
is,
his
we
name
go.
this
up?
is Buddy Love,
Phil,
ladies.
hi,
and
guys.
gentlemen.
Buddy, hi, buddy.
Hey, how you doing?
You know, we're talking proximity. Here's something I've just been made aware of. I don't know if you all know this, but in actually, what is it?
Hey, buddy.
About an hour and a half in Texas, a law will be passed and signed by Abbott outlawing abortion for any woman after 6 weeks of pregnancy. That means they have to know within 6 weeks that they're pregnant and terminate the pregnancy within 6 weeks, or they are breaking the law.
Yeah.
It passed, it went through, and this is a sneaky way for the Republicans in Texas to go after Roe versus Wade. Now, here's 6 white males, no reproductive qualities among us. So let's get real here, guys. Proximity, yeah, but this is really a horrible thing that Texas is doing. You know,
Well, they also passed something today, the legislature in Texas, that makes it almost impossible for people to vote.
yeah, oh yeah. Oh, and by the way, if you want to carry a gun on your side without a permit,
No problem.
you can do that in Texas too.
You can get a permit in Texas if you want it.
Oh,
Some
you-
people
you
will
don't
never
have to
get
have a
No,
permit
you
in
do
California.
not need a permit to have an open carry weapon in
But if you
the
want-
state of Texas.
Buddy, if you want a concealed carry weapon in Texas, you can get a permit just by asking and taking a class.
You don't need it anymore in Texas. You
Well,
just walk into the store and buy the gun and put it on you.
And then go out the door and shoot somebody.
In California,
So-
it's a big headache to get a concealed weapon permit.
Oh yeah, you forget
But
it.
if you're a diamond broker, you might as well toss a coin if you're going to get one or not.
You have to go through many hoops to get any
That's
kind
right.
of
A
permit.
lot of them are
to
unnecessary.
carry, let alone open carry.
So
Meaning
it's
it's
our
not
right.
concealed, it's on your side. So, in other words, I'm driving down the freeway and somebody cuts me off and I get upset with them. And I might want to maybe drive up next to them and flip them off. Probably a bad idea in Texas now.
You know, guns make people very courteous.
Yeah.
So do semi trucks,
Yeah.
Well,
Hey, talking
and
about
they're still legal in
wait a
California.
minute. Phil has something to say, and it could be moronic enough that we'd have more discussion going on here.
Go for it, Phil. I love this guy. I love Phil.
Well, we all love Phil.
Yeah.
You know, nobody hates Phil.
No. I watched the show.
It's not like Phil is a terrible person. It's just his politics are so fucked.
Well, they're interesting, man. And I'm being very gracious when I say that.
Earlier, with the boxer Hershenson's comparison, that it's the same playbook that they're using with Elder. They're using with Elder, trying to say, oh, he brought a gun out of the drawer when he was talking to his ex-girlfriend, who actually isn't that bad looking.
They didn't say that. Well, of course she didn't. She didn't look that bad. She was one of Heidi Fleiss's hookers.
Right. You know, hey, I guess, you know, what did Heidi Fleiss charge for those hookers? $5,000?
$130,000.
That was what Trump had to pay. You know, but
I mean, let's face
In a
it.
golden shower.
Let's put this in perspective. We're talking about a guy who, while he was high on pot, pulled a gun on his girlfriend.
he was high on pot. The friendly drug.
Yes,
the drug
but
guy
but I wouldn't want anybody to pull a gun while they're high on pot. Okay.
You sure there wasn't a little cocaine?
blue
involved?
gun.
With the marijuana, perhaps.
Oh, he used to brag about his marijuana use, which I can't. You know, we can't argue. You know, under normal conditions, that'd be the reason we voted for him.
Exactly.
But
probably legal.
he pulled a gun on his girlfriend, and also he wanted her to have Larry's girl tattooed on her ass.
I like it.
You like it?
Yeah.
He
What
looks like
cheek-
Pelosi.
Is
though.
this the kind of person that with the kind of temperament and morality that you want to see leading your state?
Yes. I like his morals a lot more than Newsom.
Well, what's wrong with Newsom? The worst thing he ever did. Here, you're comparing a guy like Elder, who pulled a gun while high on pot, asked his girlfriend to put a tattoo on her ass saying Larry's girl, a lot of other things. And she also happened to be a former hooker as well. Okay, wait a minute, let me finish. And you're comparing that to a guy whose biggest crime was eating at a restaurant one night.
No. His biggest crime was banging his best friend's wife.
That was years ago.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
is
This is the guy-
Whoa. Excuse me. And Trump gets a hall pass from you? Come on. Phil, be real now. Come
No,
on.
because he goes, well, what about?
Yeah, it's the whataboutism?
Yeah.
Okay.
Trump paid. He paid.
Well,
the-
listen, I've got a personal gripe with Gavin. I sent him a letter, 3-page letter. I know Gavin personally. He signed into legislation a sweeping law that brought in photographers, caterers, flower people, musicians. Hello, I'm a musician. In other words, he wanted us all to put on payroll musicians. So in other words, I'm doing a crappy gig at,
That was
let me
Article-
finish, please. I'm doing a crappy gig in Redwood City, whatever. I've got my 11-piece band there, and I'm paying them each $100 to do 2 shows, because that's about what I can afford to pay them with a guarantee. Now, Gavin Newsom allowed for the sweeping law to bring in me, so now I'm going to do payroll on $100 per man? No. He backtracked, thank goodness, and negated that part of the equation. So caterers, musicians, flower people, photographers, all those kind of people are not being swept into basically a law that was there to help regulate Lyft, Uber, all these gig economy people. So there.
Yes, Alan.
So your friend, I missed your name. Phil keeps calling you Bud or Buddy.
Buddy
Buddy.
Love.
Okay, Buddy, you got a great on-air voice.
Thank you.
Yes.
almost an entertainer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's an
Yeah, it
entertainer.
sounds that way.
He is an entertainer.
Oh,
That thing you're talking
Please.
about, buddy.
Wait a
I
minute.
think
Hold on a second. You ever heard of him, Kevin?
Yeah.
Yeah, you
I've
ever
heard
heard
Buddy
of him,
Love.
Phil?
He's been around the Bay Area for a long time.
Yeah, yeah.
I guess
Still
I gotta
doing
look
it.
that
I don't
up.
expect
Sorry.
that Jeff or Tony's ever
on
heard of
Alex's
him
show.
because- Huh?
He used
Yeah.
to be on your show.
Yeah, you can look me up. Tony and who's the other person who would have heard?
Tony and Jeff.
Tony and Jeff. If you go to Buddy Love on YouTube, and it's spelled Bud, one word, like we're smoking a bud. Middle initial E, period. And last name Love, L-U-V, because love ain't a four-letter word. And don't forget that.
Okay.
You can Google that and
Yeah.
YouTube it. And you'll get an idea what it is I do. But right now we're talking politics. And Gavin Newsom, who I am furious with, but I still voted for him because
Listen,
this whole thing is nothing
Gavin
more
Newsom
than a
has
power
his
grab.
faults, but when
Yeah.
you think that a guy who spent his entire life doing radio as a radio host is
Sufficient,
fit
yeah.
to be governor of a state, you're out of your goddamn mind.
Reagan was an actor.
Yes,
He was fit to be governor.
he was
of
a
the state.
terrible governor.
Well, there you go again.
Terrible
You know,
actor too.
I was talking to Nancy Pants, and she said, "Well, Ronnie," and I said, "Is that my name?" And she said, "Well, yes." And I said, "Oh,
Yeah.
Tell him not to do drugs, Nancy.
Well, I got to tell you something. This is the funniest thing I ever happened to me. I get this invitation from Nancy Reagan to an event that she was holding in San Francisco. I guess because I'm just a wonderful human being. I get it from Nancy Reagan, and it says, "Your presence is requested by the Honorable Nancy Reagan."
Remember where the event was held?
And the
like the
event
Fairmont?
was Pros for Kids, I think it was called. Just Say No to Drugs, Cocktail 7:30.
Yeah. Excuse
You
me.
betcha.
I remember that campaign.
well, if I could just get
Just like a
that
good Catholic.
dookie-doo,
Everybody drive drunk home.
Nancy Pants."
What? What is it?
Invitation
What you did to him.
Trump inaugural.
What is that?
To the
Yeah.
Trump.
The
You can buy those on the internet.
Oh shit.
donated,
50 cents.
and then inaugural committee. Boom, there that.
Oh,
one
were you
was.
allowed to sit in the stands?
Yeah, really.
that?
Him?
No, you were allowed to be part of the other 30 people that went to that inauguration.
You mean 30 million?
That was the Biden.
Yeah.
Was there more than 30? No, there was less than 30.
Biden had probably the least they've ever had on purpose because there was a thing called COVID. Have you heard of it?
You might have. I
Trump
don't know.
hasn't.
Oh, has Phil been vaccinated?
Oh yeah, Phil's
Oh,
been
good.
vaccinated.
See, Phil, you're with us. You're part of
He
our
was
tribe
actually
now.
talking about getting his third vaccine yesterday.
Look at it. He even has a blue background. Look at that.
I was
he
going to
has a
get my
green
third
screen.
vaccination today.
Maybe you
But I-
should have a fiery red background. I don't know.
Oh,
Just think-
okay.
just
I might
think.
have one.
I like your background.
I'll give him a fiery red.
That's the
Whatever.
Bay. Is that the Bay Bridge?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the Blue Bridge.
I made it. I took it down to like about 8,000 Kelvin.
I think what would be nice that's red, you got all these shark pictures. Show one where a diver's foot's getting bit off or something. The red blood in the water.
It's funny when you move off mic like that, we can barely hear you.
He sounds like Larry Elder.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That's got red. No, it's purple, but
There. That's pretty good.
one of my
Yeah,
fire.
yeah. For him, that's pretty good.
Yeah, I shot an MMA match on Saturday. 20 fights. Lots
Yeah.
of, but I haven't edited it yet.
My brother-in-law during Zoom calls, my wife's family's Jewish, so Passover, whatever, we do Zoom calls. He'll somehow sneak in Robert Goulet on his green screen behind us. It's like a photo of Robert Goulet. You guys know who
these
Robert
Jews.
Goulet is, I'm sure, right? The great. Well, you all know the this Hollywood producer was. Well, he was putting together a movie, and he brought in all the money people, and they said, "Listen, I've got really great news. I've got Streisand to be the lead." They say, "You've got Barbara Streisand to be the lead?" No, Eunice Streisand. She's off Broadway now, but she's fantastic. You're gonna love her. Really, okay. Who would be the leading man? Oh, I've got Costner. You've got Kevin Costner? No, Billy Costner. He's new. He's up and coming. He's going to be great. You're going to love him. And who do you have to direct? Coppola. You've got Francis Ford Coppola? No. Chuck Coppola. He's really good. You're going to love him. And who's the nemesis? I've got Bob Goulet. You've got Robert Goulet? Yeah.
Yeah. Probably, want me to punch up the joke for you?
Yeah.
I think is the way I've heard it is, Goulet, yeah. Robert Goulet, absolutely.
Yeah.
That's the way you
Yeah.
do it.
Oh, it's just good. Yeah. Absolutely. Bob.
Let me
get
get
over
over
here
here
and
and get my coffee.
Yeah.
There we go.
Good thing you can carry a tune.
Yeah, it carries a good tune too. Yeah. You're
It
gonna be
sounds
doing
like you got him a little stoned before he got on the show, Alex.
You're going to be doing a thing on what, Friday?
Friday, I'm doing a little thing with Paul Schaefer.
Talking to the mic.
We're going to be with Paul Schaefer
Where?
at a subway stop somewhere where there's a clock. He came up with a concept. I don't want to spoil it for you because you can go on YouTube if you're Paul Schaefer fans or not. You can pull up Paul Schaefer from the Letterman Band, of course, and on Instagram, and you'll be able to see this little snippet that we're about to
Is this
do.
in New York?
This is in New York, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, Paul's
Give
quite
us-
a good guy.
Would you give us a little rendition as long as we got you?
No.
on-
No, I don't want to do that because
Not that. So one of your other classics that won't get Alex
blow me a
thrown off.
kiss before you leave. Shall we do that? Blow me a kiss before you leave. Blow me a kiss goodbye. 'Cause if you're gonna leave me, honey, I will surely miss the way you blow me a kiss. Some things in life are hard to swallow. She couldn't handle everything. But if she comes back tomorrow, I'll be shooting my wad on flowers and a ring. Blow me a kiss before you leave me. Blow me a kiss goodbye. And always think about me as you're going down your list. So baby, blow me a kiss. I'll miss her arms and her elbows. I'll miss her neck so long. I'll miss her neck and her shoulders, but I'll miss her head most of all. There you go.
Okay, that's it. Thank you.
Excellent.
Thank you. Please don't stand. You might hit your head. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was very good. Very good.
So anyway, so you're going to be doing that thing with Paul.
Yeah, I'm going to do a thing with Paul. He's got a gal that videotapes, and she'll edit it, and I'm sure he'll put it up in the next day or two after Friday.
You got to do it like one of those things they do in the subways.
Yeah, yes, exactly. Except we're not going to do a whole song. It's just a little snippet, and there's a comedic aspect to what we're doing. So tune in, won't you please? And
Okay, all right.
You'll see a little something.
Yeah, actually, I think the last time you were in New York, or maybe time before that,
Yeah,
you brought Paul up here.
He came up here, and we had
We had a little chat with the Dookie Doo.
Yes, he loves his
Dookie Doo.
Dookie Doo. I bet he's going to be happy that it's going to be legal here in New York.
Yeah, I gotta say though, I was just in Massachusetts, and it's baby steps for Massachusetts. They haven't gotten it together the way California.
Oh, it's going to
has.
take forever for us to get it.
Oh yeah, I hear 3 years before you'll be able to buy.
I'll be dead by then.
Oh, come on, no. Yeah, but California, I'm telling you, senior discount, I love that. We have a place in San Francisco that if you're in that particular zip code, you get a 25% discount just for being in the zip code. Do they have that in Massachusetts?
Is that
By
for
no
your
means,
girlfriend?
Pardon?
You get a girlfriend at a 25% discount for the day?
No. Marijuana.
Damn.
The last time I smoked marijuana was at Alex's house in Sausalito, and somebody had sent him a big tin of David's cookies from New York. And you went out to the pool and you said, "Yeah, help yourself." There was no cookies left by the time you got back.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, must
Yeah,
have been
yeah.
good.
Did you become enlightened? No.
No.
About 3 hours later,
That was the last time I smoked pot.
Well, it
you
sounds to me
smoked
like
pot
you
and
ingested
ate
pot.
cookies?
You better believe I ate the cookies.
Yeah.
And then Alex says, "Where's the cookies?" you know?
And to think, when you in 1984, when you signed up to work for Richmond PD, have you ever smoked marijuana? No.
They asked me if I ever smoked marijuana.
They never asked you?
Nah, they don't care. They figure most cops are going to be doing drugs. Why not?
That wasn't anything that came up.
Wow.
Uh,
So anyway, I'm doing something different. Anybody notice something different with me? Well,
Wearing
I
you got a younger version of you next to you?
no, I don't know if a good example would be Jeff, if he knows this, and of course Kevin, because they're the two guys with beards here, and also you, Alan. But I have been using a what do you call it? A razor
groomer?
with a different depth on it. So now I'm letting my
Oh.
beard grow out,
Oh yeah, it looks good.
letting it get a little more shapely.
There you go.
You know. So
That's good. At your age, you can do that if you want.
at my age, I can do anything I want.
Absolutely.
And everybody go, "Oh, it's just an old guy. Don't worry about it. We don't even pay attention to it."
When you go out, you ask for the senior discount?
You mean as it's known the Phil special?
The oily bird.
It's
Oily
been
bird
years
special.
since I asked for this, had to even ask for it.
Yeah, you know,
You only have to ask for it when they don't know that you're old enough to get it.
So, yeah, buddy, Love doesn't sound like a Jewish last name. I mean, what's up with that?
Oh, I had a girlfriend. I had hit 65, and I for the longest time did not want to admit, or 60, which was for movie theaters you had to be 60, and I just refused to say I was 60, rather than pay lesser money. So I paid full price all the time. Finally, one day I decided I'd finally.
That's right out of the Buddy Love playbook.
Yeah.
Buddy
We're
Love
going to
says
drum
should
you
pay
out
top
of
dollar
the
for
Jewish
everything.
Radiocasters Society.
Well, no, but here. So what happened was I was going out to a movie with somebody, and I said, hell with it. I'll finally say I'm a senior. So I said, give me a senior, and then I looked over at my date, who happened to be
22.
No, 40. 40, but she was
14?
she was going back to the university again. Okay? And she said, "And one student, please."
Or
Boy, was I
the
embarrassed.
old joke is she was 12, but she had the body of a 9-year-old.
And all of a sudden, woo!
Oh yeah, that's so not woke.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
God.
You know what pedophiles say?
There's so many
Eight is
jokes
too late.
that we used to be able to do in the Buddy Love show that are like "Blow Me a Kiss." I can't do "Blow Me a Kiss" anymore.
Why not?
Because women are offended.
There's no women here. We're okay with
It's a
it.
funny little song.
It's all innuendo. It's a play on words, but
Well, you don't want to do it innuendo.
Yeah, but we all knew what you were talking about, so
Yeah.
it matters.
no. But to be fair, I do it with Marky Love. We do it as a duet. And he will sing the first "Blow Me," and I will chime in "A kiss before you leave," and the whole gag is he wrote a song because his girlfriend broke up with him, and we go through all these girlfriends. Stormy's the first one, second one Sunny, the third one is partly cloudy, clearing in the afternoon, and then we go into the song. So the last girl that she was out at the barbecue, what was her name? Oh, partly cloudy, clearing in the afternoon, and then we go into the song. Below me, and he makes it very funny as a duet. It's I think funnier as a duet.
I see our numbers are through the roof of watchers right now because Buddy's on.
10? 10?
What?
Huh?
10? Yeah, 10 people.
I don't know. I didn't even look. I was just Buddy's on and everybody's listening.
Hey, buddy, how's the air conditioning in your room?
Fantastic! It couldn't be better.
Non-existent. Well, after I get rid of you guys, I will do a little work here, then turn off this air conditioner, then that one can go on.
Right.
Rationing.
And then I've got to go into the living room to watch television, and in there we have no air conditioning. Well, we do. We have another air conditioner there, but if I really want to blow the fuse,
Yeah.
you know.
What do you want? Air conditioning and free rent?
Exactly. Here's a line from
I
Slim.
want air conditioning.
Here's
What?
a line from Slim Pickens,
Yeah.
who comes on the Johnny Carson show, and they're chatting along, and Johnny Slim says to Johnny,
He's the guy who rode the bomb in Doctor Strangelove.
yeah, he rode the bomb down in
Absolutely.
and he was also a cowboy, movie star.
Well, he had also been a rodeo clown.
Rodeo clown. He had a high-pitched voice,
Yeah.
and so they're talking, and and this couldn't be a more true statement. Johnny Carson is looking at him, and he says, "Yeah, you've been really working hard a lot." And Johnny goes, "Yeah, I've been really working hard. I've been doing this, and this." And Slim looks at him and he goes, if you're working in air conditioning, you're not working that hard. If you're working in air conditioning, you're not working that hard.
Right.
It's true.
It's got to be.
Think of all the people out digging ditches in this heat and humidity. Phil, you're out there. You're out in Pleasanton or Dublin, somewhere out in the East Bay.
Walnut Creek.
Walnut Creek. Okay, so you get warm. I hear it's warmed up there, but where I live in San Francisco. It's been 55, 65 degrees until we left, and now it's warm. And I get off the plane in New York. I walk outside, and it's 87 degrees,
Yeah.
and the humidity is 78. It's just
It was
brutal.
It's been brutal here.
And it's taken me about a week and a half just to get used to it. Now I can kind of go outside.
Well, there was a
and go,
little
"Yeah, it's warm
rainstorm
today,
there
but it's
too
not
a
that bad."
couple of days ago, wasn't there?
Well, we're getting rain tonight.
Yeah,
We're getting the,
tail
hurricane.
end of
Hurricanes.
Ida.
The
Yeah,
hurricane's
okay.
coming in. Yeah.
York, they got mosquitoes
We're
the
getting Ida's
size of
booty.
Volkswagens.
Where?
Right?
In New York.
Mosquitoes the size of Volkswagens?
Yeah, definitely. During the summer,
I never been bitten by a mosquito in New York City. I don't think they can live here.
No.
you don't go to
There's
Harlem,
no,
but
trust me, there are mosquitoes in Cape Cod. I am covered with mosquito bites.
Yeah.
Just
I
horrible.
just came back from Cape Cod.
Yeah,
Was it nice up there?
it was beautiful.
Let me just start my theme here.
It was-
I've never had to do this with somebody sitting in here with me. But
there we go.
that's it. That's our theme song. Thank you very much, buddy.
It was great being part of the
Maybe
show
you'll come
tonight.
back again before you go.
I would love to.
Yeah, give Alex the week off. Well, you come on.
Yeah, I got to figure out. I've watched your show from back there, and I've tried about 3 times to get on.
It's simple.
For me, it's not. I'm a complete moron.
Just
when it
use
comes-
Zoom. Just call the Zoom number, and I'll tell you all about it.
Fix me up,
We
because
got to end the show, though. Thank you, Phil, for sticking around. I appreciate it, okay?
Phil, you're all right by me.
I hope you don't mind it when we let you have it, but you deserve it.
We got to.
Thank you, Alan. Thank you, Kevin. Great having you here, as always. Tony? Yeah. Okay, and Jeff, great having you here too. Everybody, give a big wave goodbye, and we'll give a big wave goodbye too. There we go. There we go. That's our show for tonight. And let me just get rid of these people so that they don't have to sit here waiting. See, up there's where we are. Anyway, that's it for tonight. Thank you very much, buddy. I really appreciate it, and
Always a
hopefully
pleasure, my friend.
we'll see you. We'll see us very soon. Maybe tomorrow.
You might just
Never know.
You might get stuck with me again.
Jack Bishop is next with the intersection. Okay, and he will be here, and he'll be on Skype taking your calls at Gabnet Live. In the meantime, I'll see you tomorrow night. There's sports at 8:30 with the franchise MC, and then at 10:30 I will be here once again, same time, same station in life. And in the meantime, as always, if you see her, tell her I love her. Okay, bye-bye. And by the way, wear a mask or get a shot, one or the other. Okay, or
Mask
maybe
or-
both would be nice too.
Wear a mask, get a poke.
Yeah.